Today we are going to read a story called The Up-Down Boy, written by Stephen Cosgrove, illustrated by Caroline Laporte. That there once was a boy who noticed that people had become very, very sad. And of course this made the boy very, very sad. He tried to make people laugh, but no matter what wonderfully silly face he made, no one would smile. It was a sad world he lived in. It was then the boy made a magical discovery. His discovery was made in simplest of ways. He had bent over to pick up a ball. As he was bent over, he saw the world through his legs, upside down. It looked like people were walking on the ceiling. What had been up was now down. The long, sad frowns, the people now upside down, like great big smiles. The boy had found an up-down world. So he placed his hands on the door floor and lifted his legs high in the air. His hands and arms did what his feet and legs had done so well before. Excited, the boy began to explore his new up-down world. Now what used to be up was down, and what used to be down was up. The floor was ceiling was the floor, and frowns were smiles. He was the up-down boy. There are good things and bad things about being an up-down boy. There is good and bad about being up, being down, and down being up. There was used gooey gum that has used to be down, but now was up. Up gooey gum stuck to the boy's down hand. This was a bad thing. Puddles that used to be down now were up. Puddles were always a lot of fun, but the little boys got in trouble when shoes walked in puddles. Shoes were hard to clean. Now what down was up. Mud puddles felt sugary good. Dirty walking hands could easily be cleaned. This was a good thing. The cat that used to be down now was up too. The cat thought the up-down boy was funny. No more rubbing on the little boy's legs. That could kick the bum. Now the cat rubbed on up-down boy's cheeks and nose. Tickly, tickly nose. Oh, 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 ka-choo. The puppy that lived down the street was the fastest and licklest licker around. Now that down was up and up was down, the puppy had never had so much to quickly lick. He had much to lick now. that he was nose to nose with the uptown boy. Oh, yuck. Dinner time came. Still the uptown boy stared to where up was down and down was up. The table and the chair were up. So the boy put his head on the chair where up. So the boy put his head on the chair. He tried to eat from the table that now was up instead of down. It would have been much easier had the boy had a sandwich or a bit of fruit. There was no sandwich, there was no fruit. There was only a bowl of soup. The boy tried to down the soup, but oh, what a mess. The up-down day went faster than fast. Finally, it was bedtime to go to bed. The boy started to put on his pajamas. Oh no, now down was up and up was down. What he went and how? Pajama tops went on the bottom, which used to be on the top. The bottoms, which were on the tops, covered the boy's head. It was all very confusing. Worse than worse, people were frowning again. Their faces were turned upside down to make people laugh. But no matter what silly face he made, when smiled, they could only frown. And so the up-down boy went right side up. Now that he was down, and what was up. All through, he was now right side up. Again, this story doesn't end. Going down. There was a surprise waiting for the up-down boy. He went right side up. Now, what had seemed to be the frowns were really smiles in the right side up world. People had smiled when the up-down boy muddled through the puddles, laughed when he slurped the soup. The people had forgotten for a time what had made them sad in our up-down world.